Imagine you're traveling to work and you start having a chest pain. The pain gets so bad that you're beginning to think that it might be a heart attack. You're stuck midway traveling helpless. And as you faint, you're beginning to think how you delayed on your medical insurance and delayed on paying your life insurance. Everything looks gloomy. And you wonder what has life summed up to if you haven't been able to create a sound financial background for your family. And not because you did not work hard, but because you let procrastination get in way of your premium payments. Scary situation, right? Don't let this happen to you, because the consequences of such situation may be nightmarish. Hand on your heart. How many times have you missed on a great opportunity just because you set aside the task to be done later? Has this ever happened to you? Have you ever not replied to an important email which was assigned to your team, thinking that someone else would do it, or maybe you would do it later? Did it reflect on your KRA later? How many times have you procrastinated all week knowing very well the deadline is coming week, thinking, oh, I work better under pressure anyway. Come deadline date and some unforeseen situation has snowballed your way. Cut to your walking, talking ball of stress snapping at people around you, shouting and yelling about how much work you have, and yet knowing this is the work of your own doing. Well, if you identify or relate to any of these problems, congratulations. That's half the battle won. Acknowledgement of the problem is one step in the right direction. If you feel crippled or clueless about these endless patterns or cycles you keep yourself catching into, it's time to have a critical checkpoint every time you find yourself procrastinating. Ask yourself why. Why is this task important? Why is this promotion important? Why have you allowed yourself to come so far from your ideal self? These are some tough questions, and these will demand some answers which you're not comfortable with, but you will still have to give it. Sometimes it works like a dam. You're filling in emotions and you're not addressing it. And when you address it, the dam bursts. It might feel like destruction, but in reality is one roadblock that you have removed out of your book of excuses. Once you know your whys, go after your task with all you've got. In this video now, we are going to see how we can overcome procrastination and take the driver's seat to where your life is heading. Number 1, create the right environment. Create an environment that is conducive for work. For example, you set up an alarm for 5 a.m. to go to the gym. As the alarm rings, your brilliant mind comes up with all sorts of excuses. For example, the gym shoes are in the cupboard. In order to take them out, you'll have to wake up your family members. Look, you are never as motivated to go to the gym as the day prior. In this state of high motivation, force yourself to get the training gear ready. Keep all the ingredients for your protein shake ready in the kitchen. And now, when the alarm rings, there is absolutely nothing that your brilliant brain can come up with as an excuse. You are going to get obligated by your own self to get cracking at the gym. Number 2, reward yourself. Create a reward and punishment pattern. This works like a charm when you're out to create new habits. For example, every time you go to the gym, you put 50 rupees in your splurging fund. And every time you miss, you take 100 rupees from it. Alternatively, you can also refrain yourself from eating your favorite food every time you miss the gym. Have an accountability partner to report to, whom you're comfortable with and who can motivate you to do better. Try this and see your life change from first week itself. Number 3, set an event in your calendar. There is a sly way to trick yourself into doing this. When you set aside a time in your calendar to do an activity, you're most certainly obligated to do that. No one likes to disappoint themselves. is like a written promise that you gave yourself to get it cracking. Pro tip, you can also write some encouraging quotes in the event. Last but not the least, number 4, learn to forgive yourself sometimes. Stop beating yourself over unrealistic expectations. First, set manageable and achievable goals and then do your best to achieve them. It's normal to fail sometimes. Don't beat yourself over it. Don't tell yourself anything that you wouldn't tell your best friend. Okay? Let's get it cracking, guys. You and I in this together. Ready to take on the procrastination monster. We got this, guys. This time, we got this. You got this. You tried your way. Now try mine.